What does it mean to have Jupiter in Aries in your natal birth chart? Well, in this video, I'm going to be discussing what that is all about. I want to get right into it. So if you have Jupiter, which is the planet of expansion and growth and how you get your luck, how you can expand in the best ways in Aries, which is about new beginnings, self-starting, taking the initiative, going after your desires. What it means if you have Jupiter in Aries is that you're self-motivated. You're incredibly self-motivated. You're focused on yourself. You're focused on your needs, wants, and desires. You're also highly self-sufficient as well, able to take care of yourself, able to live independently on your own. You prefer to go your own way rather than be tied down by somebody else. Like you want to live independently. You're very confident. You may be eager to soak up as much knowledge and experiences as you can. You want to make the most out of life. You want life to be an adventure. You want to go on adventures. You like the thrill of the physical activity and the adrenaline rush. That's what you really live for. You may um also learn best by doing as opposed to just listening and passively observing something or somebody. You learn best by getting involved and getting your hands in there and actively participating in something. The world's possibilities may be very exciting to you. You want to run with an idea that you are inspired by. So if an idea really, makes you feel very, um, motivated to act upon something, and you want to follow that idea. The more knowledge you acquire, the more doors you open up for yourself. So keep learning that knowledge. You're not easily held back by shyness, doubt, or fear. You're very, very decisive. Like you know what you want. You have a very, very strong sense of I'm making my decision. This is what I want. This is the direction that I want to go in. This is the target that I want to hit and reach. So, um, you may have a lot of confidence, but it's very important to not have an inflated ego. So that becomes important. The power of positivity is very important to you. Being positive, you live life in a very positive, in the moment, forward moving, seeing the potentials and things. Your outlook on life is very, very positive. You may love competition, fighting against others, competing, winning. You want to do things independently rather than doing things with others. And that's one of your, main lessons in this lifetime is to learn to collaborate and to support others' needs and desires and aspirations as in addition to your own. So in this life, this is about taking the lead and initiating. So, you're leading life. I mean, um, very, very strongly. And you are taking the initiative. You're demonstrating enthusiasm and courage also. So you're demonstrating these qualities very, very strongly. So you're very enthusiastic about life and you're very brave about a lot of things. So you may initiate success in life with achievements. Aries is about new beginnings. You want to, begin again. You're always looking for that, new beginning. You love the feeling of, um, starting fresh from the beginning and, really, starting again, regenerating yourself. People with Jupiter in Aries may perform very, very well academically, interestingly enough. May be very pioneering, starting a lot of things, and courageous. You may be very, very good at leading others and fearlessly going after new ventures. You want to take the lead, you want to be the boss, you want to be in charge. Being in that leadership position where you're leading others is very, very thrilling for you and very meaningful. Makes you feel alive when you're doing that. You find growth through taking risks. You want to take risks. You don't want to play it small. You don't want to say play it safe. You don't want to do the same old things over and over again. Um, and y- really live in a small way and hide in your cocoon and not take risks. You want to take risks. So if you have this placement, you have bold and entrepreneurial approaches to growth and expansion. You want to be free to um take the initiative. You want to be free to do that. You may inspire others to follow your lead. That may be a very, very strong quality for you. Inspiring others to follow you and pursuing goals that feel fresh and challenging is how you will expand in this lifetime. Rapid, direct expansion that is focused on immediate action as opposed to long-term planning is the direction that you want to go in, is that kind of thing. Seeing results quickly rather than waiting for gradual development is very, very important. You want things to happen quickly. You're not, willing to wait around for things. You want instant gratification. You want things to happen right now quickly. Rapid expansion through bold expression may be huge. Um, Maybe very, very big for you that you are risk taking and you take the initiative. You grow most when you're willing to try new approaches. That is very, very important. Um, so when you're willing to try new things, when you're willing to try new ways of doing things, is very, very huge for you. And taking risks is huge. Leading by example, inspiring others through courage and optimism to get on your side. Inspiring others to be optimistic, to be courageous. Opportunities that require quick decision making, are very, very good for you. Because you don't want to be caught in indecision. You don't want to be caught in weighing out the pros and cons and being stuck in debating and going back and forth, this and that. You want to make decisions quickly. You want to act when others are, you're acting when others are still, deliberating, planning, deciding, debating, figuring out what they should be doing. You're the one who takes action. You're the one who gets something off the ground. You're one who makes something happen and, goes forth with something. Leadership roles, pioneering ventures and situations where your courage and initiative can really serve you are very, very good for you. So starting new businesses, leading teams, fuels through innovation and bold action, um, are valued, is very, very huge for you. You may be the first to implement new approaches. Recognition and advancement come through your commitment to facing things head on and delivering results quickly. So, so when you face challenges, when you face obstacles, and when you, do something and get results quickly, that's when you feel a lot of growth, a lot of, like, yes, my life is successful. Yes, my life is moving in a positive direction. You know, the rubber is hitting the road. Yes, things are happening. Your relationships support your leadership desires and that provide a lot of adventure for you are worth it for you. So any relationship where you can take the lead and you can go on adventures is very, very important. You may inspire others to pursue their own goals and have optimism and willingness to take action. And so, another thing here is that you need relationships and social situations that support your need to lead and take initiative. Um, so, if the if you're in situations where you can't take the lead, where you're beholden to others' rules, standards, demands, expectations, and you have to follow in line with it, and you have to do what they're saying and collaborate and do all these things you're not comfortable doing, that may not be the best for you. So you want situations where you can take the initiative and lead. May initiate group activities. So it's very, very important for you to balance taking bold action, taking risks, acting out of impulse, because Aries acts out of impulse. It acts like, I want to do something, I'm on, this is what I want to do, and I'm gonna do it, acts on just the instinct of, what it does. So balancing bold action with careful planning and trying to balance others' needs and ambitions with your own, as I said before. So acting quickly and impulsively can have you missing important details that you may overlook. So if you act quickly, you may miss important, things like if you fly your parachute without checking all the details first, it might not work. If you fly your balloon without checking the helium, without checking all those things, it likely will not, hold up, in the air, and it might crash to the ground. So confronting impatience and selfishness. These two traits is how you can move into your shadow-like self. Completing projects as opposed to starting new things and not finishing what you started. This is a very, very big issue because you want to, you love the thrill of starting new things. You need stimulation. Like once something dies out and once something fizzles out and you want to lose interest and once it doesn't feel exciting and exhilarating and stimulating anymore, then it fizzles out and you want to move on to something else. But I challenge you to start something and follow it through to completion. Um, to finish it, to see it through. You can excel at careers that involve innovation, taking initiative, and pioneering new ventures. Um, this is very, very huge for you. So any career that allows you to innovate, to come up with new ways of doing things is very huge. Opportunity recognition and rapid advancement in career is very important to you. A competitive environments and leadership positions provide your best growth opportunities. Entrepreneurship, management, and competitive fields might be good for you. You're very self-starting. You're very self-initiating. You're the self-starter. You want to initiate things. Um, you may fight your way to the top. And another little note to add in here is that you may have impulse on spending, going to the store and seeing that beautiful copper pan that looks so good that's very, very expensive that you want to buy, or or those heels or those shoes or that suit that's very expensive that looks so good to you that you want to buy. So, buying all these expensive things and racking up your credit card and you're taking money out of your account and doing all that may not be the best long-term solution for you. So, money managers can help you manage your money so that you're not spending it on every penny and dime and everything that your heart desires. Because you can't have everything that can't have everything that you want. Nobody can have everything that they want. That's just not how you necessarily live life. You have to make some adjustments and cut some things back and set some boundaries for yourself and live within parameters and be thankful for what you do have um, in your life for what is cheap and what is affordable, rather than always feeling lack and greedy and always buying the next thing and buying the next trend or the next thing that goes on the market because it looks good and you want it. So, that is another note that I wanted to say here. Thank you for tuning into this video on Jupiter and Aries and the natal birth chart. I will be back again very, very soon with a video on Jupiter and Taurus and the natal chart where sensuality and stability and security is very important, and knowing your values is your key to luck, growth, and expansion. So I'm going to be discussing those themes in that video coming up very, very soon, hopefully. Thank you very, very much for watching. You can hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, so that you don't miss future uploads from me. You can also share this video with anyone who would also like this content. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.